Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Planet Coaster, where we are still bleeding off a little bit of park attendee bad vibes as a result of the fact that, you know, these gift shops temporarily created a fucking, you know, like, FEMA situation, not to be insensitive. Okay, his ride, Fox is a genius again. His ride is now making over $1,000 a month. This is important because it's a big roller coaster and it cost us a lot of money. Like, his lifetime profit is probably still, yeah, minus $11,000. So it's got a long way to go before we get to the point where where we've broken even on it. But still, I'm just gonna refurbish this ride and do some needless busy work. Okay, what's my MO for this episode? Well, we should not build anything more over here right now, in my opinion, because of the 2,300 guests, like, all of them are right here. Or right here, rather. So I think we should build, maybe in this direction. I want more people at this section of the park, and they are not here right now. So, we're back to 98%, 2%, so that's good. Backbone of the West. Iron Horse track ride. Well, you know what? It's gonna be a little cumbersome to build in this section because of the way that I've aligned these roller coasters over here. But I have faith. Let's look at our track rides. There's only one blueprint, and it's for the fucking Fruit of the Flume. Are you shitting me, man? What do people even want out of a track ride? That's why I've shied away from them. Like, I just don't understand. It obviously cannot invert. Is this for... Are they for children? Look at this awful strut right here. I love it. It's like a freaking spider leg. Or is it like, you know, you get on the cars and the cars just kind of like go around the track? I'm assuming it's a ride that's a little bit more... all ages focused, if that makes sense. We're gonna try, like, put the station down here. And we might as well start the test right now. So what do we have? Just standard track. Wow, it is so slow. Oh, because there's no track there. That makes sense. If we build the track upwards, I'm assuming it goes upwards. Is the point of this ride to go all the way around the park, or is that exclusively monorails? Like, do you make extra stations with this? Dude, you know what? This is something I'll ask viewers about, because this is just the wrong decision for me to do right now. Let's focus on something we actually understand, and maybe make like a new kind of roller coaster over here. So we have an American Arrow, we have a Dragon, Wendigo, I think it's called. We have a Spaghetti Island, which is... I forget what those are actually called. Crazy One. And then we have another American Arrow. So we should really make like an inverted four-seater or something, which we've never done before. And we're gonna need to build like stuff leading out to it. This is the problem. You don't want to put a roller coaster in an area where there's nobody, because they're expensive and you need it to, you know, recover its profit, basically. But we can pretty easily, I think... put it here, and just bear with me. This is going to be a strange, but a hopefully actually effective way to build a roller coaster, I hope. Block section, multiple trains run on the same track. Yes, I know. Tim Hooker is thinking about quitting. I'm sorry, Tim. We don't allow this. We made $9,000 this month. Oh my god. It's because nobody will buy priority passes, dude. Well, okay, you know what? Quit if you want to quit. If nobody wants to buy priority passes, that's their own business. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. I want all my money back instead of just getting half of it. Okay, so we're gonna do... It's gonna start not very exciting. I'm just gonna be real with you. And what we're doing is effectively... I want to put the station here because it's the easiest place to build a queue. But I want to turn them... in a direction that allows me to build quickly first. So we're going to turn them 90 degrees this way and hope that that doesn't, you know, make people throw up. And then, like, they can... I mean, at this angle, do we still have the ability to path through here? We might want to turn them 90 degrees. And then level them out. and start the lift hill. There we go. All right, so I don't know if that's actually like a sensible way to accomplish this, but it is the way that I'm gonna do it. I appreciate the visual indicator of how this of the size of these pieces, by the way. And I've never built this coaster in the past, so I really stop this. I want to start the test basically, and then go back and edit the track. Okay. I've never built a coaster like this, so I'm excited to see how it goes. Obviously, this is already quite large. Or is it? Like it... it's... You know what? It has to be slightly taller than Michael L. Fox's roller coaster, or it doesn't count. So, I'm assuming that a coaster like this is going to strike fear into the hearts of people that are in my park. So... something like that, maybe, seems realistic to me. Dope. Okay, now, what am I going to do first? I kind of want to... Well, let's look at, like, the rolls that we've got here. But I want them to turn to the right. Although, not quite to, like, that degree. And it's got to be a half helix down. Or some kind of helix down. Because I need them... I basically need more real estate here on which to build upon. So... the larger an element is, obviously, by the way, the better it will function in terms of, like, not making people throw up. Like, if I put down a corkscrew right as you exit here, how does this even work? Obviously, it takes a long time to climb. We'll amp up that speed. Will gravity let you go through this corkscrew? I don't know. Excitement is just bleeding here, by the way. It seemed fine to me so far. Sure, yeah, build the corkscrew exit. But then have you come in this direction. Wow, how much can you... I guess you can really tilt it like the whole way, huh? No! I wanted that whole piece! Okay, corkscrew... Wait. Stop test, start test. We're actually doing well here, I think. So we're doing just a corkscrew to the right. Is that correct? Corkscrew to the left? Corkscrew to the left. Okay. Kind of want it to come out like that. And hopefully this won't amp up the G-forces too much by giving people, like, a nasty rotation here. Like that. That looks good to me. So we're going to have them come through the corkscrew. Then they're going to have the corkscrew exit. Which is going to apparently bend them something fierce. This doesn't matter. Okay. So we're going to have them come through the corkscrew exit. Do we really want them to, like, dip behind Spaghetti Island at that point? This is going to be, like, a ridiculously long roller coaster. Or a ridiculously wide roller coaster, but that's okay. So we're at 0 degrees right now. That's good. What should we do now? I mean, we've already kind of had them come out of this first section with an actual element. I think we should drop them at, like, a 45-degree angle here. And give them, like, a really nasty drop. And then maybe throw them back in the other direction, like, with an overbank turn. And it can be a huge overbank turn, because we got a lot of... of speed coming off of this. You come on down through this. Let's look at these stats. Right now, not good on excitement. Not great on fear, either. But then you come over this... Excitement's probably still being bled a little bit, but then it gets excellent. Okay, we're back in the greens. Dude, overbank turns are sick nasty. What would I do to replace this section? You should probably drop them into the... you should probably drop them into the corkscrew first, actually. So I'm going to actually Control-Z this a little bit. You gotta bear with me, again, it's kind of like a debugging procedure here. As lame as that sounds, it's important to handle this the right way. So we're gonna drop them like a pretty sick drop to start, 67 degrees. That's gonna throw people for a loop. And then we're gonna give them a corkscrew to the left, which is gonna give them some actual speed, and then they're gonna exit the corkscrew. We wanna bend the corkscrew a little bit, though. Hold up. Rolls. Corkscrew left. There we go. And it's like that. Yeah, I don't want to bend them too hard. A 22-degree exit's probably, like, good enough here. So they come out of this, and they're facing in this direction. I think that's as good a time as any to be like, okay, here's your 45-degree drop. And you're going to get real low, and then you're going to come around the other side with a large overbank turn in this direction. What's the point of the overbank turn? They get to actually, like, experience the speed and get some G-forces without being, like, destroyed. So where are they at right now? Are they climbing? Oh, there they are. They're coming down through the corkscrew. So the excitement got up to 12. Fear and nausea got really high. So I guess you can't throw people through a corkscrew that fast. Still, I mean, I think we're on the right track here. So, again, what happened there? G-forces are too high. So instead of going on an immediate 45-degree drop, let's shorten the track just a little bit here. Give them a small 22-degree drop. And maybe try not to pivot the corkscrew again this time. You know, nobody gets it right the first try. You click. You get the corkscrew. You exit. In fact, let's even Control-Z that. And make the corkscrew longer. Yeah, they're climbing right now. That's fine. We got plenty of time. Make the corkscrew longer. But not actually pivot them in the meantime. That's the beautiful stuff right there. And this coaster I've just accepted. It's going to take up a lot of real estate. Then after they come through that, they're going to get dropped. So immediately, this might be a little high on the G-forces, but I think it's going to get the job done. So put that in there. By the way, thank you. So many people told me very nicely that they were proud of me with a capital P for some of the coasters that we've built so far, in particular the Dragons of Camelot. People are like, I can't believe you're actually staging a ride. Like, you have scenery and stuff. They grow up so fast. And, you know, all I can really say to that is thank you. I appreciate it. I've gotten a new, you know, I wouldn't go so far as to use, again, a capital P word, passion for Planet Coaster. But I feel like I've improved my understanding of the game. And with that, I've improved my enthusiasm as well. So that was much better on stats. But nausea peaked for a little bit there, but then was mostly fine. I think that's actually a series of pretty good stats. Now, we might be able to throw in like one more element here before we, like, are we still at 22 degrees? Yeah. We might be able to throw in like one more element here before we get all the way back. But we're obviously a little tight on space. I'm assuming this section right here is gonna crank up the nausea a bit. This is some tight section work right here. Go straight, please. There's probably a pre-made thing that we can put there to just do a little bit better, but that's, for now, it's fine. You're still climbing? Well, we might as well just go on speed 3 and see if people are going to actually die when they come through this section. So, and we'll give us a chance to look at the stats a little bit more as well here. So when we come down, they're relatively excited. Nausea gets high, then bleeds off on the overbank. Yeah, it gets way too high. Okay, Control-Z, Control-Z, Control-Z. So what's the problem? No, redo. Redo! The problem is, put them at a 0 degree for now, just because it doesn't seem to matter regardless. Shake weights is closed. What the fuck did I call shake weights? I'm trying to even see. It was probably a Cosmic Cow milkshake. Why would it close? Last month's income $300, lifetime profit 15,000. Like, that's a bummer, dude. Thought that place was going pretty well. Okay, edit track. The test is still ongoing. So what do we need here? We need an overbank turn to the left. And then, basically, our final piece of the puzzle here is turning people in such a way that they don't throw up immediately here, so go on some, like, friction brakes, I suppose. Slow things down a little. I wonder if they'll just let us build through this section right there. Like, what if I try to throw in... I know I'm guilty of this a lot, but, like, a little bit of a straight section followed by, like, a vertical loop. No, they don't like that, but what if it's just a loop straight up, straight down? What if it's a loop piece up, A-town down, and then wah, 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 wah. Usher. Autocomplete, maybe? Just give it a shot. I just want to see how she goes. So let's ride this bad boy. We're on speed 3 right now. Take it back down to speed 1. It certainly looks twisty. I don't think it's going to hit 90 miles an hour, but... Again, good stats, good stats. Oh, this isn't exciting enough for me. Then you're like, oh, gonna throw up. Right there at the bottom, you get fear, you get nausea, but on the overbank turn, it does break your neck a little bit, but you come back into the next section feeling pretty good. You slow it down, and then you don't have the speed any longer to make it over that next section, huh? So, we're going to go back here, and there's 2 sets of friction brakes, which we're actually just going to make normal sections here. And, again, see how the climb's going. Takes a while. I mean, it's, actually, to be honest with you, this section should have a much faster chain speed. And we'll start this test over again just to see how fast it gets up there. I mean, it is on speed 3, so we can't make any bold claims, but that's a lot faster. Okay, go on speed 1 and ride it again and see how this feels. This is speed 1. So it's... You got a lot of speed coming over this section that maybe we didn't have before. Might amp up the fear and nausea as we hit the bottom. If it's only in the red for a couple of seconds, I'm not that bent out of shape about it. Okay, you bleed off a ton of excitement there. We could probably lower that section. And then nausea out of the butthole? Yeah, okay. So immediately you need some friction brakes on the bottom there, and then you die when you get back into the center here. But I think we got a good... Excitement 2? Excitement 2? That is crazy to me, but I do think we've got good elements here. We just, this section, like what did we just put down here? I'm control Zing. The autocomplete, okay. So this section is just too boring, basically. So let's throw the vertical loop in faster. And the test is still ongoing. We might as well have the test at speed 3. Is it that the lift hill is too high? Like, I think that might be a recurring complaint of mine. And then, again, perhaps, like, you know what? We've already got a corkscrew. What if we just gave you a, another corkscrew? Or, like, a heartline roll to the right, which we've never done before. Well, apparently I don't know what a heartline roll is. A demonic knot! You can't handle my demonic knot. Again, this is dropping you. Keep on dropping me, baby. Wait, let's see. You know, honestly, the vertical loop is not that bad for nausea. Maybe we should just throw in another one. And just have, like, increasingly small vertical loops and actually recreate the euthanasia coaster. No, this one's got to be smaller. Oh, that might it get increasingly nauseating. I don't know, dude. People seem into it, honestly. But this is the kind of coaster that would make you... I would vom in real life in about 2 seconds. I'd like to... I like to move it, move it. I'd like to move it, move it. Okay, no. Yeah, the nausea on that last one gets a little up there. So, I'll tell you what. What if we threw in, like, big loop, medium loop, and then big loop again? As ridiculous as that might sound, I think the physics of it, in my brain right now, the physics of that actually makes sense. Let's see if they can manage it. No. Okay. I am a dumb man. We should just build the whole fucking thing out of loops, apparently. People go crazy for it. Throw in a vertical loop to the left just to make it interesting here. We'll make it roughly the same size. And then, I mean, I don't want to just auto-complete it. But we do need to throw in, like, some break sections. Hat's fantastic has closed. Excuse me. How so, though? Okay, select building. Hat's fantastic. No longer will you be a Hat's fantastic. No, just open it up. Maybe it's because I didn't promote them. In fact, I've been building this. There's no kidding. There's no entrance for Rival 1. Again, do some research here while we wait. But I haven't been promoting staff as regularly as I should be. So let's get in there. Remember, all staff get $200. We run a very flat management structure here. How many stores did we build recently? Like, everybody has high workload. Low is bad, high is bad, normal's good. Okay. I mean, the other great thing about building these coasters right now is that we've basically got unlimited money coming in while we do so. So even if it takes us the whole episode to finish this, like, life goes on, right? If it makes for a good coaster with decent stats at the end, it's all worthwhile. I don't know, is it trapped? Or is it climbing? It's climbing right now. So, yeah, I was building out here. And then I think we need, like, just make some trim breaks. Just because they're nicer, I think. Slow you down. And then start to pull you back in this direction. And we can bank you a little bit if it makes you feel better. I want to bank you. Because you're a bunch of babies. Now autocomplete. You're going slow enough. The turns are banked. You should be able to handle it. Alright. Let's ride this bad boy. Now again, I think this is a ride that's much more likely to make you throw up in real life than it is in the game. This is on speed 1 right now. Bit of a neck breaker. But probably at least the most element-dense coaster I've built. I love the sound of the struts going by your head as you come down here. Okay, loop 1. People are pretty happy with it. We're still in the greens. Loop 2. Still in the greens. Loop 3. They continue to be in the greens. They love the loops. Then you slow down. Excitement bleeds off. Nausea doesn't get too bad there. I'm content with this. Although I will say, I think we could crank up the excitement a little bit by just making it, like, slightly more dense. But being in the green on everything is actually good enough for me. So I think, you know, I'm gonna call this coaster done for now, and I'm gonna call this Stealth. Why am I calling it Stealth? Because there's a roller coaster like this at Paramount Canada's Wonderland in sunny Vaughan, Ontario, Canada. But that roller coaster is called Top Gun. So I wanted this to be similar, but not trademark infringing. Okay, we're actually going to come back here and we're going to edit the track because I want the station to be on the other side. So enter right, exit left. No, enter right, exit right. There we go. And yeah, I know it's going to be a fairly uneconomical coaster because of the fact that it's only got one station, but I don't really want to mess around with building more right now. Although, to be honest with you, we have another straight section back here. We could just, like, okay, delete this. Control Z. It still made 3,000 this month. Like, I think we can make this a more profit-driven enterprise. Enter right, exit right. Enter right, exit right. Enter right! And later, exit right! No, wait, am I doing this right? I guess we can just add more cars to the ride. It's hard to do this in reverse here. Okay, you know what? Just autocomplete. Finish it off. Run the tests. We're going to go to operations and just give this more cars. Oh, we can only have 6 cars per train and 1 train. Okay. Whatever. That's fine. It'll still make money, I think. We're going to place the entrance. And pretty much everywhere is going to be hot. We're going to place the exit. We're also going to hire some more mechanics and thus janitors. It has been a while since we've done it. So, you know the deal at this point. For queues, we hit the floor as soon as possible. And then Shorty got low. And we'll make sure that, you know, I guess we need to build more priority passes in order to create a situation in which our information workers don't just immediately quit. I would have thought that Yankee Doodle, sorry, the real Yankee Doodle, would have been good enough to just make that happen, but apparently not. Now, all of my queues are probably a little guilty of looking exactly the same. However, you know, uniformity, it's important. And 3.5 on Ride Prestige. I'm not that disappointed with that. This is a $15 coaster to start. And I'm interested to see if people will actually ride it. Because I'm always a little self-conscious about my coasters. But we already have people queuing up for it, which is nice. We've got an exit for the ride, which I find is always valuable. We're going to enable the priority pass. And we can do that while the ride is still active, which is nice. Oh, never mind. It's still fine, but connect the priority pass queue. And we do need to build the, you know, the scenery for the queue out as well. Made $6 grand that month. Again, like mindlessly just making money hand over fist at this point, but I love it. Okay, now it's open. Queue rating is 10%. What section of the park is this in? Well, I was thinking that this could be the entrance to like the western section of the park. So how would we handle that? I think you just go to Blueprints and steal some ideas from here. Or it could be the Christmas section of the park. I mean, I'd like the Christmas section of the park to be a little bit more family-friendly. Or is this the alien section of the park? I don't know. This is a little bit more sci-fi-esque, wouldn't you say? Based on the, whatever. Wagons roll. Sure. This is a Ticket to the West. Or something. What do I know? Let's throw this down. Wagons roll. It's not really themed in that general direction at all. But trust me, we'll throw some cacti down. Did you know that it's technically fine to say cactuses? Sci-fi fountain. Old time at that. This is the ticket right here. I don't know how we are supposed to place this in such a fashion that... I don't know if that's going to actually affect the queue rating at all. This park is great. Whoa, stealth is really good value. Queue rating 52. I mean, we could obviously like build a little platform and put it on there, but I don't really think that that makes sense. Let's go cactus. Not in Blueprint though. In custom. Cact. There you go. Throw some of these bad boys down here. Cacti probably tend not to grow so close around one another, but that's never stopped me before. Well, in the desert, I got on a thrill ride named after a film from 2005 that starred Jessica Biel and Jamie Foxx. It was her best movie. Well, for him, it kinda sucks. Ba 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 da ba dum ba dum bum bum ba dum. Dude, that's badass as far as I'm concerned. No, I don't want to talk to you, Niall Beard. 62% Q rating. Okay, look, I've got some stuff to do here. First things first. I want my staff to be happier. Okay, so that's done. Fantastic. What about... I want to hire another entertainer, because we haven't had one in a while. And I think we should get Miss Ellie. You know, if we're going to launch a western section of the park, we're going to need an entertainer. And I also... Oh, I don't want a second one there. You know, we could probably hire 2 entertainers. I can't remember if we have a pirate, but sure, let's get Chief Beef. He hasn't existed in our park yet, and we're selling a lot of beef. We're selling a lot of beef, so we got to get him down here. Apparently, this roller coaster made money last month, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Now, I want to hire another janitor, and I want to hire another mechanic, and I want to do this video long enough that we can actually promote them as well. Stealth has broken down. Excuse me. Get a refurbishment on it quickly, because that strikes me as a little silly. What kind of Western-themed stuff do we have here? There's only like 2 Western-themed pieces of like pre-made scenery. Well, that's not true. We can put down Planet Wild West. How's the Q rating? 74%. I'll live with it for now, and I'm also going to do something that you're not going to like very much. I'm going to surround it with blue fir trees. Why is that? Because I haven't put down a blue fir tree in about 2 hours, and I'm starting to... Oh, we could put down some snowy blue fir trees, but I'm starting to feel like a little self-conscious about it. But also, I like how... Let's just pretend that this is necessary to be like a windbreak between these 2 sections right here. Again, you need trees, otherwise you're just putting stuff down on nothing. It doesn't feel right. And if it's all the same kind of tree, you know what? That means evolution succeeded with that little piece of nature. I am rotating them ever so slightly. Admittedly, fir trees, like a little bit more of the holiday-themed area, but I think I might have overestimated my, my Wild West, foo here. I think we have to consider this episode like a success right now. Because the roller coaster that we built is fine. I don't really care if the Q rating's 100, but it's 99 now. And I do think it looks better with a little bit of foliage surrounding it. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. We're going to get started on this section of the park, hopefully. I don't know if we're going to go Wild West themed or what. But for now, thanks for watching. New episodes come out every single day at 2 p.m. PST. If you enjoy them, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. Wait. For now, thanks for watching. And treat your workers fairly. Give me a second here. Promote. Oh, this is the greatest interface change anybody has ever made in their entire lives.